All right, everyone. So what's new with Pennyfire Records this week?
Stick around to find out.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to Pennyfire Records.
Ahoy.
And what did you guys think of that new intro? Pretty clean.
Pretty clean.
It's pretty clean. Yeah, so with that, what do we have new for the studio this week, Mr. Nicky?
We have some awesome new gear. We have the VC35 Victory head with the matching cab.
And cue picture now. Clean, right? Beautiful, beautiful cabinet. Go ahead.
Sorry. It is actually. It's very clean. Yeah, it can break up if you need, if you desire that. That's what I desire. So it does actually break up if you need it. But it is very clean and pristine and sounds just phenomenal. Sounds really good. The second thing that we bought, and I got this for a killer deal of $330. It is a PV6505 plus 112 combo. And it sounds great. It sounds phenomenal. I've always wanted a PV in here.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's kind of a iconic and standard sound for even today's metal scene.
I would say that's what most metal bands are. Trivium, Trivium, and Q, 1,800 other bands.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
18.
Yeah.
That was pretty precise. I like
pretty
that.
precise. 1,800 bands using PV. Why? Because
PV's killer, man.
It's a staple, man. It's just that is a staple of if you're recording.
It's an iconic sound, man.
What, mid-90s? Really like mid-90s from the 5150 when that came out. That came out earlier 90s, but anything from that 90s on, if you're like us and you love that post 90s, we love grunge too. Don't get me wrong. Like we are all the way back to Led Zeppelin, Van Halen. Yeah,
you know, punk, and
I'm a Van Halen, Led Zeppelin,
metalcore.
Black Sabbath. That is my jam. Metallica. But then moving into the 90s, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, STP. I mean, you name it. It's just they're all phenomenal. But
BB Mac. I mean, his favorite is BB Mac.
BB Mac. But moving on from that, what happened? Moving on from that, from an amp standpoint, what happened after that genre? What came in? Because the 90s was just dominated by really kind of going back to like a 70s style recording, and it just had great music theory. Just everything about the 90s was going back to the roots. And then the 2000s.
The nerd math.
Sorry, nerd math. Last week he was a nerd. I'm the nerd this week. So yeah, the 90s kind of went back to
I meant to say nerd rock, but
nerd. So the 90s went back to like nostalgic recording roots, so to speak. There's a lot of music theory based in the 90s, but the 90s also saw a different thing happen where it saw kind of like the creme de la crop, top of the line tape machine recording, right? I mean, the engineers of the time, which are still producing today, realistically, the engineers of the 90s, they had hit a stapled high where they had gotten every juice that was worth the squeeze out of a tape machine and everything that you could do in the nostalgic old school style recording.
Right.
But then what happened was, actually, funny story about this. You want to know what the first digital song that hit the I guess the radio was? Ricky Martin, "Livin' La Vida Loca."
Livin' La Vida Loca.
That was. I don't know if y'all know this, but that was the first song that was recorded all digitally. Off of Pro Tools. That was actually the one that made it big. And then after that, engineers of the day said, yeah, we could do this. Let's go all digital. And then hence everything else, was
been steadily growing ever since.
Ever since. So I guess the 2000s came in. You had the JCM 2000 and the 5150 that kind of dominated that era, right? Those are the two.
Still carrying on. I mean, it's just iconic. You gotta have it.
It is iconic.
You gotta have it in the.
And now that we're 20 years later, if you're an old school guy and you're saying, hey, that wasn't that long ago, I agree, that wasn't that long ago. But but that's 20 years ago. So that's iconic now. It really, unfortunately, is iconic now. So 5150 and JCM 2000 were kind of that next thing that ushered in that new era, right? So we got the 6505, which realistically, if you're following it and you know what your amps, the 6505 was nothing more than a 5150, but EVH
It's a little
broke off.
beefier. It does have its tonal or its timbre differences, but
it does. And EVH broke off and
Timbre,
went
timbre.
and timbre. It's some people. It's Tomato's motto, right?
Yeah,
it means the same exact thing. So
Timbre.
EVH broke off, and he put out his own EVH Mark 1, 2, and 3s, and then kept the 5150 name, but the 6505 was nothing more. Realistically, don't all you guys out there, you might know more about it than me, but realistically, at the end of the day, the 6505 came out because they broke off, and it was kind of nothing more than just the 5150, but them keeping
I think
it going.
really the difference with it was, from my research on it, is with the 6505, there's actually there's an extra preamp in there.
Ooh, what is that preamp?
I don't know.
I hate to put you on the spot. I do. That was kind of rude.
Didn't go that far. I'm pretty sure it's just I don't know, some JJ of some sort.
We'll
I
look
should
that
look
up.
into that,
We'll
actually.
look that up and then put a little.
I don't
thing.
care what's in it. It sounds good. That's all.
Put this
that's all
little
I care
thing.
about.
It does sound good. It has
Sounds good. It is good.
It has that just nostalgic PV sound. If you guys are modern metal and you're here because you like following all the modern metal and the new shit that's going on.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. The new stuff that's going on. If you like the PV Invective, giving a shout out again to Misha Mansour. The PV Invective is killer.
That is actually a good amp.
And that's something that like that's the next amp that we're gonna buy for the studio just to have, just because we like to having a plethora of amps here in the studio. That way if you yourself you could walk in here if you want, hit us up, direct message us. You guys can come in here and record with us anytime. So if you guys want to come in here and record, we have a lot of amps. We've got Victories and Marshalls and PRSs and PVs and you name it. All right, we
PRS MT15. That's another little
that is a
killer amp.
That little terror,
Just,
right? It is
it was
great.
a random buy, and
But what happened?
Let me try it out.
What happened to the 15 though?
Oh, with that thing,
It sounds good. So I'm not putting down.
I don't know. It
not
had,
shit-talking it.
you know, all of a sudden, the thing just sits in my house, and I only play it via the reload. But yeah, I don't know. Just a couple issues. It just started getting really noisy, and not just. I mean, it's a noisy amp, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was just a super low hertz frequency popping and just loud noise that was coming through.
And not like a 50 or 60 hertz hum. If you have
it definitely
if you have
wasn't
a ground
a
loop
power
or anything.
issue with
It wasn't
it,
a ground
no.
loop or anything like that. It
wasn't the tubes. I mean, I checked all the tubes, tested, and they were fine. It's something internally that I myself am not dealing with. It's under warranty, so.
And actually, it's back at Sweetwater right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you guys are watching this, most of you probably know about Sweetwater. And if you don't, then go look up sweetwater.com. Those guys are phenomenal.
No, they're good people.
Yeah.
They're good people.
One of the best companies, I guess, to buy from. So, and we are not sponsored by them. Just happen to love them. But
we are going to be sponsored by these guys hopefully soon if you're watching. So.
Drop a cannon. And last week we featured Jack Daniels. They didn't bite. It's weird. Why would? I don't know. They didn't bite on our video. So this week we're sponsored by Woodford, and maybe Woodford will bite on the video. It's so weird.
How dare them? Tropicana hasn't either.
How dare they?
I'm not stopping.
20 pack a day.
I'm keeping 20 pack a day, guys.
I guess I didn't take off.
Can you give me another one? I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We will. Hey, look.
Anyways, we're getting off course here.
Just out of camera is the Marshall beer amp. The Marshall beer amp fridge, a little fresh troppy coming out. But yeah, so we got the new the VC35 from Victory, the Copper Deluxe, and y'all, it sounds absolutely incredible. And as we do with everything, we will put out a new gear review video where we show off all of its tones and showcase what it's got going on. But if you guys happen to follow us and you have any thoughts or information or know-how on the VC35, let us know what guitar you want us to put it on. We just recorded that new intro with a Fender Stratocaster with the 1969 custom Fender shop pickups in it.
And this thing is actually really killer. Mikey did great job setting this thing up and getting it. I mean, it's not the American made. This actually is a Mexican made.
This is a Mexican made. Yep. But it has. So let's actually go over everything I did to this. So this is a Mexican made Fender Player Series. All right, which a lot of you probably out there have this guitar. I think it was what, $699?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think $699 for this guitar. But all the upgrades. So it has the Fender Custom Shop 1969 pickups in it, and then it has a Graphtec nut that I changed out and put that on there. And then I actually, I think I have pictures, and I don't have a video, but I have pictures of the fretwork that I did on this. So I actually took the strings off of it, did a complete fretwork on it where I knocked down all the high edges and reset the fretwork, got it all back in balance and playing great. And then, that's what it is. I apologize for the blanking out. It also has the Fender locking tuners on it. I knew it had something else on it that I was missing. So it has Fender locking tuners on it too. So that's all the work that it has done to it. It's Fender 1969 Custom Shop pickups, a new Graphtec nut, and the Fender locking tuners on it with the custom fretwork done to it. And if I can drudge up the pictures, I might go ahead and throw them in this video and show you guys the pictures of the fretwork that I did to it. But
it plays very well. It's very smooth. Action's very just tight, I guess you would say. Yeah, other than that, with this week, there is one. There's one more announcement. There is another one.
Drum roll, please. All right, so we have not yet to sell the Roland TD27 behind us, but
if you're interested, hit us up.
Hit us up. DM us if you're interested. However,
what does DM stand for again?
Direct message.
Doo-doo mess?
Yeah, doo-doo message.
Doo-doo message.
Doo-doo. You're showing the doo-doo paper, man. Throw the doo-doo paper. Yeah, DM us if you're interested. But what we did do was we purchased off of Reverb.com this morning actually a new used SJC kit. That was a 5-piece for $9.99.
Cue the photo.
Cue the photo. Bam! Photos. So, as y'all have seen, this kit is gorgeous. So it's if everything happens or arrives as the person said it was, and everything is exactly as it seems, we just scored because it was $9.99 for this kit.
And originally for the Paramount series, it is what, $1,500 for a three-piece.
$1,500 for a 3-piece, and we got a 5-piece for $9.99. So like,
it was kind of a no-brainer. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it's an SJC. I mean, yeah, it's not the top of the line SJC, but it's a great sounding kit.
Ooh, along with that. Son of a gun. Along with that, we also have arriving today from Sweetwater.
Ooh, that's right.
I forgot. What do we have arriving today? It's so many surprises. It's like Christmas. What's arriving today from
Sweetwater?
It's my birthday in
a couple weeks. Is this why?
It is.
Actually, next week's my birthday.
What's arriving today?
We purchased the SSLG.
Ooh.
I wish, but it is the warm audio.
It is.
Version.
Yeah. I wish it was the SSLG too, but that's $2,500, y'all. And
so, yeah, we're not
there yet.
Not yet.
No one's there yet. I mean,
I
even
would
like
actually, along the lines of the warm audio bus comp there. We've done a lot of extensive research on this, and I have used it in person. I mean, it does the job, and it sounds great. I would actually like to get either a Stam, and there's also another company that I heard about recently. Damn it, I cannot remember the name of it.
Woodford.
But there's another company that makes the SSLG bus comp, their version of it. And they are locally, I want to say they're in Florida. I'll put it in the description. But yeah, it's out of those three. I would like to actually acquire another one as well.
Black Lion Audio?
No, it's not Black Lion.
Black Lion's like kind of up there with Warm Audio. They're in that same price range.
This is.
You sent it to me the other day. You know what? Let's look at the old phone, because you sent me a message the other day showcasing all of them.
It's like audio something.
I hate to throw you off your game,
I
but I do want to give the people. I do want to give the people some good information.
I know, and now I feel like an idiot for not remembering this.
Oh, you're not an idiot, girl. Don't be hard on yourself like that.
You better just stop right there.
All right, you better stop right. Mm-hmm. Shit. All right.
You can actually, if you just YouTube.
Why do we have so many text messages together, dude? Good Lord.
I don't know.
Can't find. Oh, here it is right here. So you have Stam, warm audio, and Audioscape.
Audioscape. That's what it is.
Audioscape.
So apparently there's a difference. The Stam apparently is the better of the three. It's something with the low end, I guess it's just better with the low end. But Warm Audio's right behind it. Audioscape is just as good. And they're made in America.
All right, you guys. Y'all have been great. We have been rambling. Pennyfire Records. As always, we would like you guys to like. You gotta
Share.
Yeah, you gotta comment.
Okay, he was gonna say subscribe.
I was. Comment.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. Anyways, you
And
guys.
tell everybody, because you know we want to be known.
We need to be known.
We're gonna make T-shirts and posters.
Yeah.
I thought about making a Pennyfire record, like a fireman calendar.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was gonna be Mr. April.
Oh, I
mean,
love it.
you know, and Mike is definitely.
I'm the ugly one in the studio. He's the good looking one in the studio.
He's
we,
Mr. October.
Yeah, so we got to definitely have in the springtime when you're looking forward to good things. That's him. When it's falling off, it's the end of the summer. You're just over it and you're just tired of it. That's me. All right, so yeah,
I like it.
like, subscribe, comment. Y'all have been great. We've been Pennyfire Records. Bye. Bye.